Yeah,
I remember seeing him on TV.
Yeah, just a winner. You know, I mean, he was a winner. I mean, I go back looking. I guess he was an All-American and Player of the Year, and so I remember those Florida teams, and so he's a guy I definitely remember.
Would you speak to the three fellows you brought with you today?
Yeah, I think these are three great representations of our team, and that's something that we have tried not to put too many guys out at the forefront. And we said as soon as these things started happening, the game started happening, we would be able to say, look, this is what this guy did. I mean, his stuff speaks for itself. So, starting on my right, with Max over here, you've got a guy that came off the bench, and we've talked about the whole time. I think everything we talked about last week was we want a guy to be ready. We didn't know who it was going to be, how we was going to start, and we really went up to the last few weeks of it could be any of those guys. I think they've done such a great job, in their room of being positive with each other. It's kind of like the next guy up, and he can talk about a lot of those things, but he was ready to go. I still remember him in the huddle when he's going down, he's got a smile on his face, which is what you want. I mean, he's ready to go. And he came in and played like that. And, I mean, we got one mistake, and there's other mistakes he's going, that we all know, little reads here and there, but we have one mistake really coming out. Other than that, I mean, he did everything we asked him to do. He made good checks. We probably had one situation right before half that I could have done a better job, but we could have done, all of us. So, I'm sure there was a couple of things there that we're going to have to correct, but, I was really pleased with him. And then I'm gonna go down to the end and work my way back to the middle. Obviously, the hero, Mr. Tolson down there on the end is definitely our hero. And and I told him as we came off the field, I said, that's something he'll have the rest of his life, to make that big play. But the thing he has done since the day we've been here has been a great leader. And I can't think of anything that we talked about that from a leadership standpoint he hadn't done. And I think it was one of our first, and I don't think he'll mind me saying that, we had a leadership meeting early on, and I said, is there any questions, anything anybody wants to say? And he said, Coach, we're just glad you're here. And that, so I just got turned away. I got tears in my eyes, but it was that kind of leadership every day. And leadership is not always saying what everybody wants to hear. So played really well. We've got a great group of linebackers, and he's kind of the leader of that group. Had the huge play at the end that won it for us. So super proud of him. Mr. Benner sitting right here next to me had, I don't know how many solos you had, but he had a bunch. I think it was 10 or so, and a bunch of plays. And once again, a vocal leader for us who backs it up. And he's playing at a position in our strong safety. A lot of times that weak safety's got a chance for a lot of plays. He can be freed up, and he made those plays. Had a little bit of banged up shoulder, and I kept thinking, they're going to pull him out, and he just kept fighting through it and playing. Once again, another guy that led us with his play, but also let us, just getting people excited and keep them in the game, and he does that every day in practice. So really, it's a great representation of our team and a great representation of, what got done in that game. They all three had really good games.
Brenton, talk about the last play, the pick that you made.
The last play was very exciting. Our defensive coordinator called a play. Everybody did their job, and I just happened to be the linebacker in to make the pick. I was going through my reads, and the quarterback threw it right to me. I had to get my hands and hand around, and I made the interception.
That's a route they have run.
Yeah, they have been running stick routes, and if it's 4th and 5, they're running routes at 6 yards. They've been doing that all night, and I just happened to see one and took my chance at it.
thing needs to be said about that, what was so great, he catches the ball and he gets on the ground. And that's something we talk about, but that's not easy as a player to do. Your instincts trying to go score. He catches, he gets on the ground, and doesn't give the ball back, which as a coach, you're just tickled to see a guy take coaching, you know. So Coach Dunn coached him up good on that. Great call by Coach Walker, and great play.
Frank, you said after the game that you were surprised that they threw the ball. Or was it a big, you know?
I mean, I really was surprised they threw the ball. I was really focused on the run and how we was going to stop them from kicking the field goal. And they threw the ball, and Coach Walker knew. He called the right play. I mean, like I said in the interview earlier, any linebacker could have made the play. It was the coach's play that been called, and I happened to be the linebacker in at that time, so I had to make the play to win the game. But
Max, have you got used to the humidity yet?
Yeah, finally. Yeah.
What does that mean?
The first couple months it was rough. Our strength staff did a great job getting us ready though for the season. I mean, I struggled early, but you know now I'm in the best shape of my life, and I finally gotten used to it.
Max, the last drive of the first half, how much, and it's not the end of the play, but just the way able to move the football down the field, how much did that feed into halftime and help you guys out confidence-wise with the way you're able to move the football?
Yeah, offensively we were real close. You know, we were real close on a lot of plays. The first half, we were just missing big plays, and right before the half kind of showed that we were right there, and we knew we had them. We made some adjustments at half. And you know, we exactly like you said, we had confidence going in the second half. We knew we could move the ball on them, and we came out the second half, did things we were supposed to do, and those little plays we missed on the first half, we didn't miss in the third quarter, and it showed.
Brandon, most snaps you played in the game, I guess, or the other night.
Yes,
You
sir.
sleep pretty good Saturday night.
Yes, sir. Got a lot of sleep.
Their personnel, skilled people, any different, any better than anybody you've seen last year in the OVC or
It
people?
was very surprising. I mean, the speed they had on the field at all times. And sometimes they go 5 wide, and you wonder what they're running, because the quarterback's a phenomenal athlete as well. So we had to be on our toes at all times. And one thing the coach always talked about is to stay together as a unit. So we very popular together. You know, we got to win together. So it's really no most valuable player or best player on the defense. So we play together as a unit, and that's why we succeed.
Coach, you had the opener last week, but it was on the road. Talk about the excitement of the first home game.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, it's good to be home for so many reasons. You know, just to be around our folks, and you know, I mean, we practice here a lot, so that's a big deal to us to get to walk right out of our locker room here. I said since the first day we took the job, we want to do well for our guys, for our home folks, for our town, for our community, for our surrounding area. Family gets to come watch us, you know, and sometimes, you know, you can go on the road though and be a little more focused because you get away from that. And I want to caution our guys about not getting too caught up in all the excitement. They've got a job to do, and you know, and that's what happens sometimes at home. I think people get too involved in all the other stuff, but we know we got now. Everybody here's got a chance to come see us. I hope we get a great crowd, a great turnout to see these guys and how hard they've worked. And that's what we talk about all the time. This is your showcase. You know, this is the few opportunities you have to show everything you've done. And that's what the games are all about for the players. Like I said, it's always the toughest on the coaches, but it's great for the players. So we got a great venue, great place to watch a college football game, and it's going to be neat. First one's always neat for sure.
How long has it been since you've seen a game?
Oh Lord,
Go back to when you were in school?
yeah, I can't. Yeah, since the '80s. So it's a while. These guys are laughing. It's been a while, you know, and then just of course in the changes, and not to tell people. I mean, of course, it's not like I haven't been doing something every weekend for a while, but you know, I was shocked by even a lot of the changes. Had heard about them, but to get to actually see it, and and our guys get to experience it has been good. But we're looking for a big home field advantage. You know, we want a lot of folks here, and we, like I said, we practice out there a lot. We don't want to take that for granted and think that means anything other than it's just a great place for us to play and get to play in front of our guys.
Brandon, can you kind of hit on that, being from Anniston, being a senior, you know, what it means to you to be able to just, what's the home opener, how extra special is that?
Being from Anniston, I know a lot of Anniston people going to be in the fans. They always come support. I have great support from the home crowd. This is my home field, you know, just being from Anniston. But our defense and our offense, we know that, you know, we got a lot of support. The new coaches came in, brought a lot of people in with them. So we just ready to see how the crowd gonna be, because we're ready to put on a great performance.